Welcome on in to another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. We are ready to start this big Thursday card here. 10 games on the slate. We'll have another guest, maybe another two guests joining us here shortly. We'll just get started right off the bat here. Anaheim is in Montreal. Let me get the odds here. Sorry. Minus 140 for Anaheim, plus 120 for Montreal. A total of 5.5 in this game. How I look at it, Anaheim, a California team, is on their second game of a back-to-back. They're obviously a California team, and they're playing in Montreal. So they're going to be playing in Eastern Canada, on the other side of the NHL world, as you could say. And they're facing Montreal in a back-to-back. I think this is a good spot for Montreal. I'm not betting Montreal, but I do think it's a good spot for them. Plus 120 for Montreal right now. I wouldn't talk anybody off it. I can't back Montreal myself. I just can't do it. So I'm not pulling the trigger. But I would not talk anybody off Montreal if they lean that way. That Sports Guy, what do you think?
I got two plays in this game. I got the Ducks in regulation at plus 100, and I got the over 5.5 at minus 120. I think. For me in this game, I think Anaheim's just kind of the better team. I know they're on a back-to-back, but just from what I've seen, they're 4-2-1 on the second leg of back-to-backs this year. So I'm not too afraid of that. Playing a relatively weak Montreal team who's kind of shown us they struggle. They're 1-9 straight up in their last 10. They've gone over in 4 of their last 5. Anaheim's gone over in 4 of their last 6. Head-to-head, they've gone over in 5 of their last 7. One thing for Montreal, they are 5-0 in the last 5 against the Ducks in Montreal, but I think that was kind of a different Habs team and a little bit of a different Ducks team. Just so for me, I like the over here. Both these teams giving up 3 or more expected goals per game. The Ducks in 12 of their last 14 and Montreal in 8 of their last 10. So for me, I think both these teams will be able to score a couple. I think the Ducks end up winning in regulation. I'm thinking a 4-2 game here or something along those lines.
Yeah, to Turnsy's comment here, he's been betting Ducks to score first, and it's been going well for him. I would think Montreal coming home from the long road trip and Anaheim playing last night, I would think they would come out strong in the first period. So I totally wouldn't talk you off that. I think they come out strong, but I just have this feeling like that Montreal is going to come back in the end and get the victory, but we'll see. Bleed, what do you think here? Anaheim, Montreal.
What's up? Man, you know how I feel about Montreal. I live here. I think this team is just dog shit. I like the Ducks in regulation at plus 115 now. That's what I see on Bet365. For me, that's the main play. I do see goals. I agree with Brian here. Stolarz is in nets. Primo has played well against the Avs. But again, I don't expect this to continue from a goaltender that shouldn't be a starter in the league. So yeah, that's basically it. I like anytime goal, Troy Terry. I like him to get back on the board here. Zegras was an assist, and gets laughed with an assist. They didn't get any points yesterday. They were really kept in check by Toronto most of the time. And they also had to play with a big line. Montreal doesn't really have a big line that you need to take care of on the back end of the zone. So that's what you're gonna get from me.
All right. We'll go on here to the second game. Carolina is in Ottawa. Minus 240 for Carolina, plus 200 for Ottawa. Total 6.5 here. I am on Carolina race to 4 goals, half unit at plus 100. I got that last night. I feel like Carolina is going to come out here. Ottawa's been playing kind of well as of late, but they're kind of hot one night, not hot the next night. I think Carolina comes out here, and gets the win. I think they get to 4 goals first. And I also have Teravainen over half an assist, plus 110, and Svechnikov over half an assist, plus 100. Teravainen has an assist in his last 4 games. Svechnikov has at least an assist in 5 straight games. So both of these players are assisting on goals right now, and both of them at plus money. I will take them both to get an assist here. So I like Carolina race to 4 goals and some assist props here. That sports guy, what do you think? Carolina, Ottawa.
Yeah, I have the exact same play. Actually, I'm on Carolina race to 4 plus 100. I think, like you said, Carolina's obviously the better team here. Ottawa, they've played okay as of late. I mean, it's a couple tough losses for them, but I think just Carolina with Anderson going tonight. Ottawa losing Batherson the other night was massive for that team. He's a big part of that team, production-wise, and just kind of big part of that team in general. I think that Carolina race to 4 is probably the only real spot for value here. I was kind of talking about this game with Andy yesterday, and looking back at Carolina's schedule, some of their losses are against some of these bottom teams in the league. But I think just from a value point, you can't really take Ottawa in this spot. So the race to 4 is kind of at even money is kind of just the only spot to look for me.
Awesome. What do you think, Lead?
Yeah, it's exactly as me and Andy were going back and forth yesterday. It is what it is, but it's kind of true about the Canes. They do play lower to their competition. But in the spot, man, damn, that's brutal. Losing Batherson, especially at home. He's probably their best 2-way pass scorer player that they have. Brady Tkachuk's more of a power forward, go to the net, score type of dude. So, I like the team total. What is the team total here? Oh, actually, wow. Holy shit. It dropped 30 cents. Damn. Okay, no. We're just going to go back to the puck line with this one. We'll go back to the puck line at plus 105, Carolina. I think they win by 2. I do see a lot of goals. Antirenta's in, or Freddie Anderson's still in?
Let me check here.
It looks like it looks like Anderson's back in.
Okay.
Wow.
Wrong side.
When's Carolina next game?
Yeah, Anderson's playing. Matt Murray is unconfirmed, projected.
Okay. Yeah, the only thing that might scare me on the puck line is it's Anton Forsberg. He's their probably streakiest goalie.
Yeah.
He's the guy that kind of can take fucking 40 shots on goal and not let one in. Matt Murray is like, you never know what you're gonna get with Matt Murray, and he looks old as shit in Ottawa. I'm like, is that the same Matt Murray from Pittsburgh? I saw memes the other day where you see him on the news panel and he's like got these bags on his eyes, and he looks like 10 years older than he did before.
He's got better numbers at home in his defense, but yeah, I agree. He's not good. He's not what he was when he was in Pittsburgh.
And he doesn't have the team to back him up. So as long as Forsberg's not in nets, I do really like this puck line at plus money. So that's what you're gonna get with me. Probably you're gonna see me blending in Svechnikov to score a goal here, and not again. We'll go back to Aho 2 points. I think Aho is the source of this team's creative offense, and I think he gets a couple, maybe one on power play and then one on even strength. Ottawa's not very good on either. So,
all right, welcome in, Pickett. We went over the first 2 games here: Anaheim, Montreal, and Carolina, Ottawa. So the floor is yours.
All right, sorry, my bad. The time zones is kind of messing me up. What was the first game?
Anaheim, Montreal.
Anaheim, Montreal. Okay. So Anaheim, Montreal. I like the Anaheim money line here. They've been looking pretty good as of lately. Montreal hasn't been doing that great. So I'm gonna take Anaheim money line. I like the over 5.5 as well. And then I like Terry and Silverberg to score. Terry's back. I think he missed the last game, but he missed scoring the last game, but he scored the one before that. And then I like Pizzetta for Montreal to contribute. And then what was one after that?
Second game, yeah, Carolina, Ottawa.
Carolina, Ottawa. Okay, so for Carolina, Ottawa, I could not figure out, which team to lean. Ottawa, I don't like Ottawa, and they've been pissing me off all year. So I do like Carolina. I think they're a great team. However, it just, just looking over my notes and everything, like couldn't really pinpoint where to go with this one. So I didn't pick any money line or any over under for this one. I just couldn't figure it out. But however, for goal scorers, I do like Svechnikov and Aho. I think Aho scored twice last time that they played. And then I like Svechnikov. He's been pretty hot lately. D'Angelo for a point. Can't go wrong. He's been on fire for points. And on the other side, I think if I'm not mistaken, Batherson is he healthy or is he still injured?
No, he's out.
He's
out
out.
long
Yeah,
term.
I didn't see that in my when I was
He
researching.
actually got replaced for the All-Star game by Brady Tkachuk, so he's projected to be out pretty long.
Okay. Okay. So I just like Norris for Ottawa.
All right. We will move on to the third game here. LA is in New York facing the Islanders. Plus 110 for Los Angeles. Minus 130 for the Islanders. A total of 5 here. So we actually have a total of 5 and a total of 7 on the board today. So that'll be interesting. At a total of 5, I can't touch it. I would lean towards the over, but these two teams I don't want to take an over with. I actually have nothing in this game. Nothing. Starting goaltenders. Let's see. It's Cal Peterson for LA and projected to be Varlamov. So yeah, I have absolutely nothing in this game. Bleed, what do you think in this game?
Man, I'm with you. That's one of the games that I'm like. Usually, you know how I am about the Islanders. I like them at home against puck line, but this is an LA team that's pretty good. They're not pretenders, and they've covered puck lines a lot. They're one of the teams that cover puck lines the most. So I'm not touching this game. It could go either over or under, depending how hard the goalie goes. I'm probably leaning over based on the matchup of both goalies with Varley in and Peterson in. If it was quick and Sorokin, I'd probably go under. But again, that's what the line is kind of hinting at, is that they're trying to bait you to probably take an under in this one. But I think it goes over. I'm just not going to touch it.
All right. Do you want me to call you Carlton or Pickett?
Pickett's fine.
All right, Pickett. What do you like in this game?
Sorry, I am like kind of all over the place. Like I said, the time zones kind of mess with me. What game are we on?
LA, New York.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, these are some weird teams. I've been looking at the Islanders. They've been winning. Like, I'm like, where did this come from? But I think I saw that LA was like 4-1 or 5-1 the last 6 games, 4 or 5 games they played together. So I'm going to lean with the hotter team right now. My buddy is a big Islanders fan, and I have not bet on them this year because they have sucked. But they have been doing good as of lately, and they were in the Stanley Cup playoffs last year. So it looks like they're kind of picking things up. So I'm gonna lean Islanders plus 1.5. I don't have an over under at all. It could be a low scoring game, but I do see the Islanders kind of pulling away with this. I went with the plus 1.5 just to be safe because they're two weird teams. But as far as goal scorers, I like Iafallo and Lizotte. And then for New York, Brock Nelson's been doing pretty good. And then Anders Lee, maybe Anders Lee.
I think that comment is for you, Bleed, but we won't get into that. We won't get into that. Isles scored 4 goals last 3 out of 4. So yeah, they are scoring right now. We will go on to the next game. That sports guy should be joining back shortly. Next up is New Jersey and Tampa. Plus 270 for New Jersey, minus 340 for Tampa. A total of 6.5. This is a pretty interesting game here. Tampa is huge favorites. New Jersey, they've been a scrappy team. They've got their wins there. Tampa, they can be really good, and then other times not so good. This is another pass for me. I'm trying to be a little bit more selective. It worked out really well last night. Went 4-1, so I do have 17 bets, but nothing in this game. What do you think, Bleed?
New Jersey, Tampa. Man, I gotta go with Tampa here, but where's the line? I kind of was looking at this and I'm like, fuck, the lines are a little juiced. Probably the over here. The over is probably the play, I think, for me. I think Tampa's been up and down. They've been getting smacked a couple of times. They've smacked a couple of teams. They're kind of trying to find their groove, but they are at home, so I can't trust the Devils in any way, shape, or form. I know Nick is on them, I believe, with the plus 1.5 and the money line, and it's a good value dog at plus 270 now. I think the price is going up and up and up. It might hit 300 by the beginning of the game. But for me, I just see a lot of goals. I would take the puck line for Tampa. It's just too juice for me to take a puck line at minus 130. So if I can maybe live bet Tampa Bay's team total if they don't score a lot of goals in the beginning, that's another play. I'll probably look into props for this game a lot. I like Brandon Point to score, obviously, in this one. He's been scoring machine at home. He plays with Cooch on the same line. Enough said there. So that's it.
All right, Pickett, what do you think here in New Jersey, Tampa?
So me and Andy kind of were like just thinking, every week there's like 1 or 2 days. It's just like weird games. Yesterday was one. I think I hit on every single game prop that I had except for the over with Colorado and the Bruins. I got the weird one that I was thinking was San Jose and Carolina, and I had San Jose plus 1.5, and they ended up winning. So for today, I'm feeling like this is gonna be that weird game. So I'm leaning the Devils plus 1.5. I think they keep it close. And then I like the over 6.5. I know it's a lot of points, but I think they can both get it done. Tampa Bay at home, they're pretty solid. And then for goal scorers, I really like Brett. Brett's been scoring a lot lately. And I'm going to kind of go off book here. Based on my research, I like Colton to score. He's not really the main guys to score, but he's been getting pucks in the net. So I like Colton, and I like Stamkos, and I like Point to score too.
All right. We will go on. Let's see. That sports guy. Are you good? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we went over Kings and Islanders and Devils and Tampa.
Yeah. So when I went over the Kings game, the total was sitting at 5.5. It was a lead towards the under then. I think it dropped down to 5 flat. I wouldn't touch anything at 5 flat probably. But for me, I'm on the Kings money line at plus 120. No, I wrote it down at plus 1. I took it at plus 105. I think this morning. I think it jumped back up to plus 115 with Cal
Yeah,
Peterson
plus
in.
110.
Yeah, plus 110. Okay, so only 5 cents. I know the Kings are 1-4 in their last 5 straight up. 1-3-1 that is, but I think they're just playing better hockey in terms of creating high danger chances and expected goals. Looking at all those numbers, the Islanders, I know they've kind of enjoyed a little bit of success here as of late, but if you look at who they beat the Flyers 3 times, the Coyotes, the Devils, a struggling Edmonton team, Buffalo, the Devils again, Ottawa, and they had one win against Boston, but I mean, they've kind of been playing teams that are in the bottom of the league here. The Kings have, in terms of these advanced metrics, they've been producing high quality chances and been in a lot of games. Cal Peterson actually in January now is 4-1-0 with a 1.81 goals against and a 920 save percentage. So he's kind of turned his season around a little bit. I don't hate it with him in net now. I kind of like it a little better, I think, with the way Quick's kind of struggled as of late. So for me, it's Kings money line, and that's it for this one. And then Devils and Lightning, you said?
Yeah.
For me, I'm just on Tampa first period -0.5. I think that was around plus 105. Tampa Bay scores 1.05 goals in the first period. New Jersey gives up 1.12. I know this New Jersey team has been all right offensively as of late, but with Vasilevsky going tonight, I think that he could shut the Devils down early, hopefully. And it's kind of the only spot in this game to look. I don't trust the Devils to win this game outright, just with goaltending. With I think it's Gillies going, I believe, right?
I don't see anything confirmed at my book either way. Tampa Bay is notorious for waiting till the last minute to name their starter. It's really frustrating.
I thought I saw Vasilevsky going. If he is, obviously, I'm real confident with this. If not, Elliott, I mean, so be it. I still like to play. Tampa has been able to come out early and put goals up. This Devils team, like I said, they've been all right offensively, but just defensively on the road, they seem to give up a lot of chances. And I like Tampa tonight. And this is kind of the only spot I found where I'd be willing to take them.
Also, it's a revenge spot. Both the Carolina game and the New Jersey game are revenge spots for the better teams. If you look at it.
All right, we will move on along here. Rangers are in Columbus, minus 200 for the Rangers, plus 170 for Columbus, a total of 6. Sadly for me, I find out that it is going to be Georgiev tonight starting. I was hoping that they would push Shesterkin in tonight so Minnesota could face
Shesterkin?
Yeah, as Melissa likes to call him, Shesterkin.
When I saw that, I laughed like crazy. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I was hoping he would start tonight so that the Wild could have Georgiev tomorrow. But it is what it is. Georgiev is going tonight against his Columbus team. I am on Rangers race to 3 goals, half a unit at minus 135. I see Rangers coming out here strong in this game. Kreider anytime goal plus 110. He has at least 1 goal in 6 straight games. Some games he has multi-goals, but he has at least 1 goal in 6 straight games.
Hottest goal scorer in the NHL right now by easily.
He's number 1. He just took that the other day.
Yeah. So plus money for him to score. I'm gonna ride with it, and I hope it keeps going here. So Rangers race to 3 and Kreider anytime goal for me. Bleed, what do you think here?
What's that at on your books, Kreider? Obviously I love that play, and We know
It was
he's been
plus
scoring
110. Now it's plus 105.
plus 105. Okay. I think. See, this is why I like William Hill. They give really good values on goal props. I think I'm 138. Yeah, so I still like the Rangers in this one. The line is the line. The Rangers are one of the most notorious teams to fuck up your puck line. Legit. I think I have the most puck line losses are on the freaking Rangers. I don't personally like this team. I have a quarrel with this team in general. We smack them twice. I love it. But I can't count on the Blue Jackets to score either. I know Gorgiev is in nets, but what I saw from them yesterday was embarrassing. They got shelled by 60 shots on net the whole game. If it
I think it's 61 or 62 or something.
If it wasn't for Merzlikins, that game would have been 10-0. That game would have easily been 10-0 if it wasn't for Merzlikins. And I think Korpisalo's in tonight, right?
Yeah.
So I do see goals. Again, the team total is probably juiced on this for the Rangers.
I was seeing minus 120 for over 3.5. That's what I was seeing earlier.
Oh yeah, actually, see, that's not bad. New York Rangers 4 goals in regulation is plus 105. So that's gonna be my play on this game because I cannot trust Columbus to cover an over. Literally yesterday was a push, which would have brought the profits even better if it actually would have scored 1 goal. But I don't know. I don't know if we can count on this team to score more than a goal right now. So. And
pick
Kreider to score, obviously, and I like Fox to get a PP point, obviously, in this one. I know Columbus has been really good on the penalty kill the last 3 games, but the Rangers have one of the most efficient power plays. That's how they score a lot of their goals. That's where they're very efficient on a power play, and Fox is one of the best setup men for the PP in the league. So there you go.
All right. Yeah, I actually looked at that. But Columbus, they're a pretty good penalty kill team at home. And the Rangers' power play is much better at home than on the road. So I stayed off any props, but I want to talk you off. Fox is amazing on the power play. Pickett, what do you think here?
Yeah, so I'm going to kind of piggyback off of that. I'm going to actually take a different approach for this game. Like I said, Wednesdays and Thursdays seem to be like weird games. This one, I'm kind of feeling like it is going to be a weird game. I think last week when the Rangers played, I took them and it was a weird game, and then I think they lost. So I'm gonna lean the Blue Jackets plus 1.5. And then I do like the over. I like both these teams, keep it close. But mainly, I think the Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets are also a team I hate, and it's because like they lose to teams they should beat. They beat teams they should lose to. So I'm just gonna stay safe and keep it at plus 1.5. I like the over 6. Kreider goal, obviously. Fox point for sure. And then Jenner and Nyquist on the other side have been productive for them.
All right. That's Sports Guy. What do you think here, Rangers and Columbus?
I'm on the over 6 at minus 120. For me in this game, I personally can't back Columbus. They've lost the expected goal battle in 11 of their last 14 games. I don't really see any positive regression or anything coming for this team moving forward really right now. They're giving up a lot of chances, even in the games where they are producing a little bit of offense. They're still losing those expected goal battles. So for me in this spot, I can't really back him, even with Georgiev in net. I know he's on the road. He's 4-5-1 with a 338 goals against and an 891 save percentage. But Korpisalo on the other side at home is 1-5 with a 456 goals against and an 852 save percentage. So I mean, goaltending in this game, I'm not expecting it to be great on either side. But I mean, I can't trust Columbus to limit the Rangers' chances. I think that we're going to see an over in this game, and I think the Rangers. Win this game decisively here. I don't know. I think I was going back and forth. I was going back and forth between the team total over 3.5 minus 120 and the over 6 at minus 120. I do think Columbus will put a couple in. I think coming off a game where you give up 62 shots against, I think that's kind of embarrassing. And then they did play Markstrom yesterday, who's one of the better goalies in the league. Obviously, I think that was his 6th shutout of the year. So I mean, they're not playing a Markstrom caliber goalie. I think Georgiev is a guy that they can get a couple on. So I do like this game to go over, and I think that's about it. I don't really want to take a side.
Yeah.
All right. Rich is posting some nice stats in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was pretty.
Columbus 2-8 in their last 10 on 0 days rest.
Yeah. Also, just another thing, Columbus on back-to-backs this year, I think is 4-0 to the over. They had a 5-2 loss to Pittsburgh, a 6-4 win against San Jose, a 6-3 loss against St. Louis, and a 5-3 loss against the Rangers. So that's 7, 10, 9, and 8 goals or 8 goals total in the second half of back-to-backs this year. So they are having high-scoring games. Even in general, I guess you could say they're going towards the over, but in back-to-backs, I think they've gone over every time.
Well, let's hope we both cash. I just took the least or riskier side. I think the Rangers can put at least 4 on them tonight. But if they do, you have a good chance of the over. If Columbus could put 1 or 2 in. So
I'm leading the
I'm hoping we see goals here, man. Like,
yeah, the Columbus. Like I think someone I didn't see you posted it, but it was everybody's gonna be on the Rangers respectfully because they're a good team. Mm-hmm. But again, it could be one of those weird those weird games where a lot of people will be on the Rangers, but then you might have Columbus come out and put 1 or 2 in the goal in the net, like in the first period, and then everyone's like shocked, like, oh my god, like what's happening, and then Rangers could come back and win, but it's just that many people aren't going to be on Columbus, but I will. I will.
Just you got them on the money line?
No, no, not the money line. I'll take the plus 1.5. Like I say,
isn't that juice, man? That's like minus 160.
Minus 145 now.
Yeah.
Okay. So it got lower a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is just a disaster there, man. They don't have a first line. They really don't. Like if Boone Jenner is your captain and so-called your best player, you got a problem. You're a national hockey.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move along to the next game here.
Yes, fade the Rangers next game.
Seattle.
Let's go.
Yes, fade the Rangers tomorrow. Seattle's in Pittsburgh. Plus 275 for Seattle. Minus 350 for Pittsburgh. A total 6.5. Pittsburgh are big favorites in this game, but I can understand why. Seattle
retirement jersey though. What's the stats on that? Right?
On what?
The retirement jersey night.
Oh, for tomorrow. Yeah, I'll have that for tomorrow.
Okay. Not a good stat, right?
No. We'll go over that tomorrow though, because I want to look up exactly the stats for that. Seattle's in Pittsburgh. In this game here, I have Pittsburgh or Crosby to score plus 120. Crosby has at least 1 goal in 4 of his last 5 games. So he has been finding the back of the net for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has been finding the back of the net a lot. So I would not talk anybody off any team total or race to 4. But I believe the race to 4 is pretty juiced here. Minus 130 for Pittsburgh race to 4. So not much value with that for me. Bleed, what do you think here, Seattle and Pittsburgh?
Oh my God, these lines are getting disgusting. Should have taken. Oh, even the super buck line is not great. Plus 135. Plus, still.
Yeah, this could be a potential potential trap game.
Yeah, see, that's why the super puck line
honestly.
for me right now is not a go to. It cashed last game, so I can't just go back to it blindly because
Yeah,
it wasn't at great value. So
yeah.
here I'm thinking Pittsburgh in the first period. Pittsburgh typically comes out hot. I know they have in the last couple of games. That's why maybe it'll keep some people off. But the Kraken are just so deficiently offensively. The over is juiced. Because the over 6 is minus 140, 130. First period here, I think for me, if you can get even money, Pittsburgh to win the first period. Or maybe the alternative over 2.5 goals in the first period is at plus 214. I would take a half unit on that. And probably props, a bunch of props. Melissa guaranteed a hat trick for Crosby. So we're all going to be on that. Right? So, yeah, I mean, I kind of expect it's just what Arizona did last game and made Pittsburgh kind of look a little rocky. That's why it takes me off the super puck line. So probably first period over 2 goals, half unit. Pittsburgh first period. Maybe live betting this game might be an advantage too. If somehow it gets a tie game into the second period.
All right, Pickett, what do you think in this game?
Yeah, so I like the over 6 a lot. I think that it could go to overtime even. And then, but I do like the Pittsburgh money line. Even though it's hella fucking juiced. I do. So I like Pittsburgh money line and over 6. I think over 6 will be easy as pie. I like McCann to score and Yarncroc. Crosby's been on fire. He's in my 6-player parlay goal scorer. And Gunsel, and then keep an eye on Matheson. He's been Pittsburgh's been scoring a lot. But yeah, keep an eye on Matheson if you want to ride with Matheson. I would.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
All right, that's first guy.
For me, I took Pittsburgh first period minus a half plus 100. I think I don't really like Seattle at all in this spot. I don't think there's any way I could back them. In their last 20 games, they've only had an expected goal for total of over 3 and 3 times. So 17 times in the last 20, they've had an expected goal total below 3. Offensively, they don't really show much. Pittsburgh is 6-0 in their last 6 straight up, 8-0 in their last 8 at home. They're 17-2 in their last 19 games overall, and 22-5 in their last 27. If you want to stretch it back a little further, so they're one of the best teams in the league, I think, personally, on both sides offense and defense. They got Jari going tonight. I know he had a rough game against the Yotes the other night, but I think this is a good spot for him to kind of get things back on track. So I took Pittsburgh first period minus a half at plus 100. I think the puck line was kind of too juiced. There's not really much else you can take, but I don't really expect Seattle to put up much of a fight here personally. I don't think Grubauer is great. He's got 393 goals against and an 860 save percentage on the road with a 1-7-2 record. So I mean, I think this is Pittsburgh. This is a Pittsburgh spot, obviously, and the only way I found any value was the first period puck line.
All right, we will go on along here. Next up is Vegas and Florida.
Man, there's a lot of 7 o'clock
Game of the night.
Yeah, basically. Plus 135 for Vegas, minus 155 for Florida. A total of 7 in this one.
Seriously, it's at 7 again.
Yeah, 7. So we don't really see too many.
Last time it didn't hit, right? The last time it was at 7, it didn't hit.
Yeah, it
was against Vancouver, and it was like a 2-1 game, right?
I don't remember the final score, but I know it didn't. It's
You're right. It was a 2-1 game.
It was against
And
Vancouver, I think.
Yeah, it was against Vancouver. I remember.
My God, these books really trying to take any advantage away from betting on Florida games. Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, Vegas plus 135, Florida minus 155. The total is 7.
Okay, I got my angle. Okay.
For me in this game, I am on Bennett anytime goal plus 160 for half a unit. He has scored at least 1 goal in 6 of his last 8 games. Florida scores a lot of goals at home. So I'm also in Florida in regulation, half unit minus 110, and Florida race to 4 goals, half unit at plus 120. I think Florida gets it done, and I think they score a lot of goals like they usually do at home. Bleed, what do you think in this game?
Yeah, man, I'm kind of looking to the numbers. I saw the puck line and I was like, oh, puck line's at plus 145 on Florida. I'm like, oh. But then I'm guessing the Spencer Knight is in nets.
Yeah,
So
Spencer Knight.
Bode well to get the puck line. I know Florida's been great at home. They score a lot of freaking goals at home. And the Knights are still. Oh, Stone is back. Okay, so they got Stone back, but they're still. Yeah, Pacioretty's out. I don't know. The over 7. This game should go over, but again, we never know.
Pacioretty and Martinez are both out.
Martinez is back too.
I think
No, he was asking any word on him.
Yeah, they're pretty depleted. They got a laundry list of injuries. It's crazy.
Yeah, I guess Robin Leonard is Robin Leonard confirmed or is it Brossois? Leonard is really good.
Nobody's confirmed yet.
Yeah.
Leonard, yeah, okay. And Vegas has been decent lately. Not high scoring, but I mean decent. Even though they don't score a lot, they won't allow you to score a lot on the PP either. So
Pacioretty took the morning skate, so it's possible he could be in.
oh, ooh.
I don't know. Like when I look up lines, they're always like, I don't know. I usually look them up like around 2 or 3, but it said he wasn't in, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately with the COVID and stuff, he doesn't have COVID, but so there seemed to be quiet on a lot of injuries and stuff until right before game time. Pickett, what do you think in this game, Vegas, Florida?
I think this is going to be a great game. Last night was a great game. It was crazy. That goal at the end was wild. Yeah, I think tonight's going to be a great game for this Vegas and Florida. I'm not leaning any money line, but I do love the over 7. I like Stevenson and Marchessault to both get goals. And like you said, Terry Bennett is pretty much automatic at home. Duclair as well. So I like both of those guys. Bennett is also in my 6-player goal scoring parlay too.
Oh man.
All right, that's Marseille.
Yeah, for me, I took both teams to score in the first period, plus 125. I expect a lot of goals in this game, especially with Knight playing now. I know Bobrovsky's obviously the better of the two there. But for me, looking at this game, Vegas has gone over in 4 of their last 5. They're 7-1 straight up in their last 8 on the road, so they've been playing really well on the road. They've had an expected goal for total of 3 or higher in 10 of their last 15 games. They rarely have an expected goal total under 2, so they really don't fail to produce chances every night. So I expect them to be able to get a few by night. So I took the first period, both teams to score. Obviously, on the other side, Florida at home, we know how much they can score. They got 4.75 goals per game at home, the most in the league. And then Vegas on the other side, 3.53 goals per game on the road, which is sitting 3rd in the league, I believe. So both these teams can score. I expect a lot of goals early. I would lead over 7, but I don't touch anything that's 6.5 or higher normally. So I'm not going to take that. I'll take the both teams to score in the first period, and that's probably it for me. I have a lean towards. I want to take Vegas on money line. I mean, plus 135 seems nice for a team that does play well on the road. But when you have Florida with this home record, they got 21-3 or whatever it is. I mean, it's tough to take Vegas in this spot just because of that. I mean, I do think they got the edge in goaltending, but Florida just seems to play better as a team at home. So, I mean, I'm going to stay off. I'll probably just enjoy the game and just kind of hope for goals in the first period.
Yeah, I kind of think that the over will hit by the end of the second period, to be totally honest with you. Like I don't think we'll have to worry about any over. Like I don't think we'll have to sweat the over at all. I think it'll be easy. Florida goes crazy at home, and I think
And they do give up high danger chances, right, Ryan?
yeah, they do. They're kind of like Colorado. They're just all over the place, but their main like focus is to score, you know. But yeah, they do give up a lot of high chances for the other team. So like yeah, that's why I like the over, because they're just flying around going crazy, you know.
Man, one of my books not allowing me to go over 6.5.
All right, we will move on along here. 3 more games left. Calgary is in St. Louis here. Calgary plus 125, St. Louis minus 145, a total of 6 in this game. This is the revenge game. Calgary delivered a can of whoop ass at home versus St. Louis in their last game. Now St. Louis gets to go home and deliver a pie of revenge. We shall see what happens. I think St. Louis comes out here pissed off. I think they score early and often. They win this game in regulation. So I have a half unit on St. Louis in regulation, plus 110. I feel this is a good spot for the Blues here. Calgary's been playing very well, but they did play last night, so it should be.
And Nets, I think.
Yeah, it'll be Vladar and net. So I will take the Blues here. Husso is confirmed for the Blues. 8-2-1 this year, 943 save percentage, and a 1.88 goals against average. He has been absolutely money. So I'm going to put my money on the Blues. What do you think here, Bleed?
Yeah, I'm actually going to be with Nick on the puck line for the Blues. That's a great value at plus 2 something. I think we see a 5-3 game type of game. I know Calgary put a lot of goals last night. I think they still put a couple here. But with Vladar and Nets, I don't think they'll get the same play on the back end with Markstrom. So I'm going to look here at a lot of props, like in the Vegas game. I like Matthew Tkachuk to continue to get on the board. He scores a lot against this team, and he's been on a tear lately. So I'll take the puck line with St. Louis. It's either go big or go home type thing for me here.
All right, pick it.
Yep.
Yeah, Calgary looked great last night. I got the Tkachuk 2+. Yes, sir. So today I'm over 6, easy. I'm not picking a money line because I like both of these teams. I don't like St. Louis, but they are a good team. Yeah, they're both good teams. So I like the over 6, pretty easy. I like Tkachuk to score again and Goudreau, both of them to do their thing. I like Shen to score 2 for the Blues, and then Kyrou as well.
All right, that's sports guy.
Right.
Shit, I might be on an island here, I guess. I'm on the Flames money line, plus 120. For me, just looking at Calgary, I feel like they're finally getting that positive regression that they were kind of due for. Where if you look back over their last 20 games, they've had an expected goal for total over 3 and 16 of those 20, and one of those misses was a 2.9. So I mean, offensively, they haven't failed to produce chances. They were just kind of getting, I guess, unlucky with puck luck. So for me, they're finally breaking through here. That top line with Goudreau and Tkachuk is on fire right now. I think they had They have 16 points between the three. In the last 2 games, which is unreal. So that line is clicking. I think we're going to see Calgary put up goals. I know St. Louis has Husso going, who is actually the better of the two. I think he's probably their better goalie now moving forward. He's got a 6-0 record at home and a 1.74 goals against and a 945 save percentage. So I think there is a possibility where he does shut Calgary down on the second half of the back-to-back here. But for me, I'm expecting goals. I'm expecting the Flames to win. I think if you are on the Blues, I think this might be an under game then, just expecting Husso to be able to kind of contain the Flames. But for me, I'm expecting Calgary to be able to continue to roll. I get the whole 7-1 or the revenge game factor here, but I mean, it's just a team that's playing better hockey as of late. If you want to look at the Blues as well, they've lost the expected goal battle in 7 of their last 10 games, so they have been getting outplayed a little bit as of late. So for me, I just think plus 120 on Calgary here is nice. And so I'm taking that in the over. And then I think one more stat is Calgary's 2-0-1 on back-to-backs this year. So, I mean, I'm not really afraid. Even with Vladar going, he's 5-3-1. All his games have been on the road. So he's got a 5-3-1 record, 2.73 goals against, and a 9.10 save percentage. But he did play Tampa in Tampa and Carolina in Carolina, I believe, which is 2 tough teams to play. So for me, I think even with him in net, Calgary has a shot. So I'll take the Flames money line and the over 6.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's good to have different opinions for sure. We will move on along to the next game. We got 2 left here. Next up, Vancouver is in Winnipeg. Plus 155 for Vancouver, minus 175 for Winnipeg. A total 5.5 here. I am probably going against some people here on the total in this game. I like this game to go under. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. Spencer Martin is back in net for his 3rd game this year. He is 0-2, but has a 952 save percentage and a 1.86 goals against. Hellebuck on the other side, 14-13-6, a 911 save percentage and a 2.87 goals against. I have a feeling we're going to get a low-scoring game, and I have a feeling the Canucks are going to win. So I parlayed the 2 together. Vancouver money line plus under 5.5 for plus 368.
Nice.
And I put a quarter unit on that. I think we could see a 2-1, 3-2 game, 3-1 game for Vancouver, and I like the under here. Bleed, what do you think in this game, Vancouver, Winnipeg?
Yeah, I like Vancouver in this game. Before I got to this game to actually cap it, I was kind of like, oh, Demko's not in, so maybe Winnipeg. And then I remembered how bad Winnipeg is at expected goals, and I'm like, yeah, this is a completely different Vancouver Canucks team with a coach that actually knows hockey and knows what he's doing and puts his players in the right positions to win. Vancouver's been actually pretty good at killing penalties recently, so the games have gone under, which is a clear indication that even when they take penalties, they don't get scored on a lot. Martin stood his ground in the last couple of games, and is it Hellebuck in?
Yeah, Hellebuck is starting, and I believe Garland is in.
Back?
I believe they're both back, but I'm not 100% positive.
So see, the fact that Garland's back, Garland's one of the smallest players.
I don't think Bo's back. I think Garland might be back. I didn't think Bo was back. I thought Demko, Halak, and Garland were the 3 that joined the team today in Winnipeg.
So Garland's in the lineup.
Garland should be back. Yeah.
See, I like that for Vancouver's transition game. He's one of the quickest players on the ice. He's like 5'8", but this kid can skate the hell out of the ice and shoot pucks on net. So getting high danger chances should definitely increase for Vancouver on that one just by having Connor Garland back. So give me plus 155 on Vancouver, and I might join you for half a unit with that under Ter. That's a really good price.
All right, Pickett, what do you think here, Vancouver, Winnipeg?
So I kind of had like 3 options Once, like when I was looking over it, I just they're both pretty evenly matched. Vancouver and Winnipeg are like two teams that again I don't like because they lose to teams they should beat and they beat teams they should lose to. So I'm gonna go with the over 5.5, and then I'm also gonna go with the draw. I think that they go to overtime, and I'm gonna lean Winnipeg winning in overtime. I like Patterson to score for Vancouver. He's been pretty on fire for them. And then for Winnipeg, Connor and Dubois both scored last time I chose them, so I'm gonna run it back with them.
All right, that's interesting take on the draw there. I didn't really think about that, but Martin has Vancouver's gone to overtime. Both the Martin starts, so that sounds like a good play. That's Sports Guy, our resident Vancouver Canucks fan. What do you think here, Canucks and Winnipeg?
I'm on the over 5.5. I took that. I gave that out yesterday. I think I took it at plus 100. Vancouver's gone over in 4 of their last 6 on the road. Winnipeg's gone over in 12 of their last 17 games and gone over in 7 straight at home. Vancouver plays to the under quite a bit at home, but I think it's a little bit of a different story on the road. They tend to give up a lot more chances and play a little bit of a different style. Yeah, so for me, I think over 5.5 is in play here. The Jets also show that they tend to give up a lot of chances. They play sometimes more of a run and gut type of hockey since this new coach came in. So for me, I think over 5.5 is in play for sure. And then I have a lean towards the Canucks money line. I know Martin's looked good in that here. I'm not going to give it out to my VIP or anything. I'm not fully endorsing the Canucks money line, but it's going to be a personal play for me. I think they have a chance to win this game. I think after giving up that lead against Edmonton, they definitely didn't deserve to win that game against Edmonton. I think they got outplayed, but they gave up that lead late and kind of got unlucky in overtime there, I guess. So I think it's a nice spot for Vancouver to get 2 points here with Garland back, going on a little bit of a road trip here. I think they got 3-4 games coming up. So I'll take the over 5.5 and a personal play on the Canucks money line. And then I got to leave here, so I'm going to quickly give my Nashville Edmonton pick. For me, it's spread money line. I took that at plus 105 yesterday. I get that Edmonton's won a couple games in net, but when you got a guy that in Saros and net for the Preds, I think that gives them the advantage they need. I think Koskinen, he's not great at all. He's 6-6 at home with a 368 goals against and an 887 save percentage on the year. He's got a minus 8.5 goals saved above expected. So I mean, I think the edge in goaltending is enough for me to take the Preds money line at plus money.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
And
what's
then
your best bet?
Best bet will be the first period, both teams to score. Florida and Vegas plus 125. And then my parlay piece will be the Penguins race to 4. I think I have that at minus 120 on my book.
What was the odds for the Florida Vegas both teams to score again?
Plus 125.
Plus 125. Oh, so you're going with some plus money there. Already
Yeah.
in the lead and trying to extend it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for hosting and best of luck, everybody.
No problem. We'll see you in the group chat.
Best of luck, my man. Go Vancouver.
Thanks for coming, that Sports Guy. You can find his link in the description. You'll also be able to find Pickett, Bleed, and myself. I'll load the description up when the show is done. And everybody's Twitter, there's a link there so you can easily find their Twitter. We'll move on along to the last game. Nashville is in Edmonton. Minus 110 either way. A total of 6 in this game. This is actually the game I like the most here. I don't believe in this Oilers team. I'm going Predators. Forsberg to score, half a unit, plus 130. Nashville money line, half a unit, plus 100. Nashville race to 2, plus 105 for a quarter unit. Nashville race to 3, quarter unit, plus 145. And Nashville race to 4, plus 240 a quarter unit. I like this Predators team tonight. They are going to come out for me, and hopefully they're going to come out for me and win. We shall see, but I like this Predators team.
Say it with your chest, man. You're all over that.
Edmonton Oilers are dog shit.
They have won 2 games in a row since their long losing streak, but
Oh my god!
I'm gonna need to see more than just.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I like it. I like it.
I'm gonna need to see a little bit more before I can back the Oilers. That's just my thoughts.
Okay. I got you.
Lead, what do you think in this game?
Man, I'm with you on the Nashville money line. Give me Nashville money line. Give me Nashville team total at over 3.5. That is on Cool Bet. I got at plus 126. Should be between plus 126, plus 120. That's including overtime. If somehow this game goes to overtime, but I think Nashville is gonna put goals on this team and is again gonna expose how deficient this team is defensively, how deficient this team is in general after McDavid and Draisaitl. They ain't got shit. They don't have a coach. They don't have a scheme that works for them. All they do is they try to out-skate you to get shots on net, and they get lucky when they get PPs because they got 2 of the top 5 best players in the world. That's basically what it comes down to. But Oilers are the Oilers. They are who we thought they were.
Exactly. Pickett, what do you think in this game?
All right, let's do it. I got Oilers money line. Let's go. Let's go. You know what? I like. Okay, so Oilers, yes, they have been dog shit lately. But Terry, I've been agreeing with you, man. I've been saying, like, listen, I can't back Edmonton until they show me something, And I'm not gonna say the past 2 games they have shown me something. They have pulled out wins. But I will say that last game they looked like they had it back, even though it was a kind of a nail biter. They looked like they had it back. I like the energy that they came with. I like that Draisaitl was back in it. I like that McDavid closed it out with the I think was it overtime, right? Overtime goal. I think they're back, man. I think they're back. So I'm gonna ride with Edmonton money line. Let's go. Let's do it. However, I do like Duchesne and Forsberg to score. Man, that goal that Forsberg had yesterday just, it was amazing.
He's a natural sniper, that kid.
Yeah, man, it was just crazy. Like in my mind, I was like, man, I need a Forsberg goal so bad, and he heard me, and he was like, I got you, man, I got you. He was like, I'll do this myself. I got it. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. I was like, cool. So Forsberg is my guy to score. I'm gonna hop on the Draisaitl train. He's got 2 goals in the past 2 games, so I'm going back to the well. So let's do it. Let's go Oilers.
Is it Rittich or is it Saros?
I heard rumors that it could be Rittich, but nobody's confirmed yet.
I think I saw
Koskinen for the Oilers.
That might be the only thing that scares me. It's David Rittich. Shit. Okay, I thought Saros would have been in because they.
Oh, Rittich is confirmed at your book or your site? Because for me, it's unconfirmed.
Yeah, it's unconfirmed. It just puts him ahead on NHL.com and on.
See, the site I used has Saros projected. So
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's there. He's projected. So we'll have to see what happens. We obviously don't know yet. Turnsy here says McDavid goal tonight. Hammer it. He's got confidence.
Yeah,
man, they got their confidence back, bro. I think they're about to turn up. Let's go.
Well, we shall see tonight. Obviously, we will find out.
You can never bet against McDavid himself. He is him. Okay, he is.
He just needs to go to another team.
Thank you.
You move Draisaitl and you move McDavid somewhere else. I guarantee you both of them will flourish somewhere else.
Man, they'll never win a Stanley Cup in Edmonton. Read my lips.
I agree.
Minnesota will take McDavid if Minnesota would happily have.
You would love Minnesota.
I'll take McDavid. I'll give you the next 3, 4, 5 first round picks. In the next 5 years, just give me McDavid. We Gucci. We don't even need a goalie after that.
All right. So before we get to best bets, I have my parlay that I didn't. So I have my Vancouver money line and the under parlay plus 368, which I gave out already. But the other parlay I didn't give out yet. and I've tended to forget on the stream, so I will not forget today. My big juice parlay: Carolina money line, New York Rangers money line, Pittsburgh money line, St. Louis money line, and Nashville plus 1.5. Quarter unit, it's plus 559. So a quarter unit pays 1.4 units on that 5-gamer. I like that tonight. And we will go along here to best bets and best parlay pieces. So I have a couple to read out, or one to read out for someone that's not here. Bleed, we will go to you so I can get it in the scroller. What is your best bet and best parlay piece today?
Man, best bet. Fuck. Every time I do this, somehow ends up losing. So.
You've run into really bad luck the last, like McKinnon getting taken out of the game.
All my McKinnon props went down, in the first 2 minutes of a game.
Yeah, that's so
broken nose.
I thought he was going to come back, but
there's still so much time this season, so you definitely can bounce back.
Man, it's okay. Still got plus 6 units yesterday because the Avs money line double dipping. That was beautiful. Boston is who we thought they were. Yes, Marchand scored X. Good job. He was still -1 in the game. I don't give a damn about that little rat. He's still a rat.
Okay, let's go to best. What's your best bet?
Oh, fuck. Man. I want to give the Carolina puck line again, but that's what I gave yesterday. Let's go with Ducks in regulation plus 115.
Plus
I
115.
take care of the Habs right here. Yeah, that's my best bet.
Right. Best parlay piece.
And best parlay piece is going to be Philip Forsberg to score.
nice.
Forsberg to score.
I mean, Koskinen is just slow as shit. He's one of the slowest.
See what the updated odds. So I got plus 130 for that.
Yep. Put out what you got there. I think I can get a little higher on this one here. That's why I love this book for the Bills. What I don't like about it is when they fade players that have just come back, they don't give you the goal props for players that have just come back from injury. But Philip Forsberg won 138. Hey, I'll take the plus 8 cents, plus 5 cents, whatever it is.
Okay, let me. Oh, sorry. 1 second here. So plus 138. Okay. Right, and Pickett. What do you think?
So, my best bet is a Kreider goal. I think that you have the same one, right, Terry?
I have Kreider, but not as my best bet.
Okay, yeah. So
I'll say my best bet after.
Okay, Kreider goal is my best bet. As plus 110, and then my best parlay piece is going to be Calgary and St. Louis over 6. I also just want to throw something in here real quick. I kind of took a public poll, and I was trying to cook up a little nice 6-player goal scoring parlay. I would definitely run it as a parlay and then do probably 3x3 round robin. So we got Bennett, Draisaitl, Kreider, Crosby, Point, and Aho, and that's plus 11,947. Take out who you don't like, put in who you do. But I like this parlay to hit tonight.
I don't have a problem with any of those guys.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
My best bet is going to be Nashville money line minus 110. I really like the Preds tonight. And my best parlay piece, currently 5-0. I'm currently at the top, looking to keep it going. And I'm going to take Melissa's Pittsburgh Penguins on the money line, minus 340, to keep my best parlay piece streak going. Go Pens, go, Melissa, if you're watching. That sports guy already said Florida, Vegas, both teams to score. Best parlay piece, Penguins race to 4. Bleed went over his, Pickett went over his. Money Max sent me his in. His best bet, LA Kings money line plus 110, and best parlay piece, Tampa Bay first period puck line minus 105. And that is it for best bets and best parlay
What happened
pieces.
to everyone today?
Sorry?
What happened to everyone today? They were scared about me talking shit to them.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Andy's not here. I mean,
Andy.
Well, Andy was going to be on, but like it's a big card, right? So I couldn't fit everybody on. So unfortunately, I had to say no to a couple of people that wanted to do.
My puck line lost yesterday with the Avs. Good job. You guys ruined one of my puck lines with the Avs. Bottom line is I still got my money, and we're still undefeated at home, and the Bruins still can't keep leads against elite teams. Why? Because they still play the trap that was played back in the 90s. That was the Attitude Era. The problem with that is that right now goalies cannot come out of their crease past the trapeze. They can't play the puck there anymore. So you have one less defender to be able to get the puck out. And your slot is wide open. So you're going to be losing that every single time. Boston is slow as shit. And yeah, my boy.
Okay. The shows are running pretty long, so we're going to end it off there. NFL show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. So 2 hours, a little under 2 hours now. The NFL show. Pickett will be joining me. I'll have a few other guests going over the conference championship games for this weekend, this Sunday. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, share it out to your friends. Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. Monday to Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern, the NHL show. We also do the look aheads on Monday and Wednesday nights at 8. And I believe that is it. We will see you tonight at 8 for the NFL show and back tomorrow again, 5 p.m. For a nice Friday card. We're actually going to have quite a few guests tomorrow in the NHL card because there's 5 games. So it's going to be a good one tomorrow. So definitely check it out. Yes, Brian, the NFL video is already here on the channel, and it'll be premiering in an hour and 50 minutes.
Nice.
So everybody smash the like button. Thank you so much for coming, and have yourself a great night, guys. And good luck to everybody.
Cash.
Good luck.
Cool.
Let's all cash, man. And I think this Bengals Kansas City game might be like a pre-Super Bowl Super Bowl. I'm excited to see these two young dudes go at it. Burrow is real, and we already know Mahomes. So that's enjoy.
Go Bengals. All right, have a good one, guys.
All right.